Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of MTG Arena Run. Today it is midweek magic. It's actually near the tail end of midweek magic, so I'm gonna try to post this as quickly as possible. Bit of slightly busy and slightly CBA. So I decided at first I wanted to do just soldiers, but then I noticed that if you really want to go into soldiers, most of the synergies are in most of the key synergies are in white blue. So let's actually go through those. Soldier, and probably also want to turn. Like in particular, you want to have Harbin, and you don't really want to run Yochan Tactician in standard. Tura is kind of fine, but it's more and you really want to run Fortified Beach. As you can see, I have neither of these cards, so I'm not too invested in them. Though Protect the Negotiators is a nice addition. Also, I don't have any Sky Strike officers as well, so because of that, I decided, you know what, let's just go mono white and just it's the one deck that I played before, and it's the one deck I felt very comfortable with. So first off, the usual suspects, Hopeful Initiate, and we now have Recruitment Officer as our new replacement from Brothers War. Also pretty solid in digging up for more cards. Most of our creatures are on the mana value 3 or less. The exception are the 2 Serra Paragons. Also taking advantage of Lay Down Arms, pretty solid removal spell. Also still running a few copies of Fateful Absence, running a single copy of Soul Partition. I probably would adjust this to have more removal. Maybe say cut down Natalia, cut down some of the Sun Gold Sentinels. The main reason for us running soldiers is pretty much for Siege Veteran. This gives us a long-term goal, stretches things out. But also enjoying Guardian of New Benalia as the annoying 2-drop of the decade. It can still be answered by the usual means. This figure, we don't have Meat Hook Massacre to worry about anymore, but this figure is still a thing. That said, we do have Intrepid Adversary as our non-soldier because sometimes you just need a 3/1 creature. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same. We are running a few copies of Serra Paragon as a way to get stuff back. But that's pretty much the deck. Was able to validate it quickly, but I suspect that I'll be running into the really nasty matchups now. We'll see about that. Also, kind of reliant on getting an early curve and getting everything going. So you ideally want to have a 1-2, like this one. Lay Down Arms kind of helps, although Talia does make it awkward. We will still run this though. Probably gonna eat a removal spell, which I'm perfectly fine with. So let's see what our opponent's 2-drop is. Bloodthirsty Adversary for the hastes. I'm tempted to just run Talia because I want to save Sun Gold Sentinel in case for later plays. I could also Lay Down Arms now, but that feels really bad. I'm just gonna run Talia first. This is our removal bait. Basically, we want to have removal hit our creature possible, like Brutal Qatar. That's a solid piece of removal. We'll take the 2. So now we can Lay Down Arms as a surprise drop. We'll probably just run the Sun Gold Sentinel. See if we can catch our opponent by surprise. Also because Lay Down Arms is a... Oh wait, nope, you're not going to catch our opponent by surprise. This is a sorcery. Let's just do this now. You have to give our opponent some life, but... okay, so we are going to be on the lookout for... oh no, opponent's going for the Sunrise Cavalier right away. We will trade. This our opponent. We're gonna wait for our opponent to have an actually really big creature. We'll swing first. Opponent might have to play. Opponent might have to play with fires. Okay. Hello. Sige. Okay, sige. Okay. Very awkward. There is a delivery outside, so I'm gonna have to take that. I could just take the 7. Yeah, we'll just take the 7. And we're going to see if we can get this one really quickly. Opponent Thundering Raiju again, but not the... Opponent might stack a counter on the Raiju this time. We'll again take the hit because we actually can get back at our opponent here. Yeah, and there we go. We actually... Opponent did not need to swing through, but we got that one. So I'm going to be right back. I'm going to pick up a delivery. It'll be very quick. Actually, a very good thing that match went really fast. That's just it's a paper delivery. I was kind of expecting it for a while. Actually, the timing is quite right. I kind of needed it by tomorrow. Yeah, we were talking about soldiers, but this is not the one that we want to run. Anyway, let's keep going. Also, wow, things really did get dark outside. Looking slightly better, I suppose. Okay, we don't have the 1-drop. The 2 Serra Paragons are awkward. We have Guardian of New Benalia. I guess it's fine. Guardian of New Benalia, discarding Serra Paragon if we need to is fine. Opponent has Tenacious Underdog. So next turn we can go Siege Veteran, or we can just... Whoops. Opponent has to cut down. Does our opponent have another cut down? I'm willing to discard another Serra Paragon for this. I can do this all day. Nope, he lets it go. Ugh, poor use of cut down. Yep, Guardian of New Benalia is going to be the new annoyance this time. Opponent might have removal this time. More likely to just point it as a Siege Veteran. Yep, that's fine. If we can hit another mana, we can Serra Paragon stuff back. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna Fateful Absence now. Nope, we didn't draw the land, so it's a good thing we didn't try to hold. We might pitch this. I'm wondering if I should pitch the other Serra Paragon or just pitch a Lay Down Arms. If our opponent, depending on what our opponent eats, if they eat the Siege Vet, oh, they're eating the Serra Paragon. Note that we still have to actually pay mana, so casting Serra Paragon doesn't quite help here. We may have to. So awkward is awkward, but then again, our opponent is down to their last. Well, they're gonna get one more card. We're gonna pitch the Brutal Qatar because we do have Sarah Paragon up now, sort of. Now, I did say that Guardian of New Benalia is the new annoying creature, but it's not it's not the perfect one. Liliana of the Veil would slip through. Opponent is gonna, looks like opponent might start them charging with Bankbuster, or they might start drawing cards. No, Evolve Sleeper. Well, we're gonna make our opponent lay down those arms. Yeah, we're gonna pay this now. Opponent's probably gonna pay this, crew the Bankbuster, or just draw a card. They could do either one of the two. They're probably gonna decide which is more important. Yep, they're going to do the crew. They're gonna do the crew thing. So we're just not going to attack. Now, opponent can choose to either... They can actually just... Okay, they're gonna start drawing cards and probably start swinging with Tenacious Underdog. I do need the Sarah Paragon to stick this time, so I'm not going to... So I'm not gonna pitch if ever it gets to that. I'm going to assume that our opponent has a wait. Okay, he is gonna trade. He does want to trade. I am willing to trade. I'm willing to trade one, actually. So note that I can play a land or cast a spell. So if I drag the land, I am not going to be able to cast a spell. Now, if our opponent's removal spell is just cut down, no, yeah, they're just going to sacrifice. They're just going to go for the card draw. We hit a recruitment officer. We might as well replay our siege veteran now. And we're going to enlist because we know that because we need the scry. Yeah, definitely want Wandering Emperor, so planes can go to the bottom. Though I'm going to note that it is super awkward. Maybe I should have kept the planes on top. Opponent goes Liliana. If they make a sacrifice, it's gonna be recruitment officer.
Nobody knows Dominaria shadows like me. Sacrifices must be made.
And Siege Veteran kind of helps out too. Now if our opponent goes for Sorin, the shirt, no, it's not quite shirtless.
Consider yourself fortunate our motives in life.
And opponent concedes. We were showing Brutal Qatar among other things, so yeah, That was actually solid. We did survive. We survived the Shieldred, a Liliana, and the Sorin. Guardian of New Benalia is pretty much the Guardian of Mono White. Let's keep going. Let's probably do another game or two. But this one's. Do I have any illusions that this will break into standard? By itself, no. I'm expecting to have to do some adjustments here. So definitely want to run out the Hopeful Initiate turn 1. Go. If our opponent's going KFK, we'll do Hopeful Initiate turn 1. Opponent probably drops an Intrepid, not Intrepid, the Vampire Adversary. Yeah, Bloodthirsty. So we did hit our curve, but we're gonna see if we're going to make it because we are kind of behind here. We're gonna cancel attacks. We're most likely gonna pitch the Recruitment Officer here because we want to play a tree drop. I'm actually gonna take it. Want to see what our opponent has. Play with fire. Yeah, sure. Yeah, so they were counting on the 1-2 to force me to discard. So I probably want to do Siege Veteran, though Brutal. But Brutal Qatar is probably the bigger must answer. We're gonna nuke the Bloodthirsty Adversary here. And still hold back. Now that said, if our opponent has an answer for this one, it does get awkward. Okay, Thundering Raiju is not the worst. But we are taking quite a bit of damage now. Though our opponent's stacking it. So we're gonna pass the blocks. We're gonna definitely pitch the Recruitment Officer. So some savings there. So knowing what's up, we're gonna play Siege Veteran, Hopeful Initiate. The Initiate's gonna bite the bullet here. I'm actually gonna put the counter on the Brutal Qatar. Just to make it harder to remove. Yeah, definitely want another Brutal Qatar. Eiganjo is also nice too. Now things do get messy if our opponent's able to answer the Siege Veteran, but that's kind of why I decided to pump it on the Brutal Qatar. The last thing I want is a play with fire into a bloodthirsty adversary with the air quotes kicker nuking into another play with fire. That's just too much. I might end up having to discard the Serra Paragon, which is gonna be awkward, but not the worst. It's also possible our opponent has an answer to the Siege Veteran. Does not, so we're gonna get ourselves nothing because that's a Cleric. Oh, they did have an answer to Siege Veteran. Okay, that's fine. But they are running low on cards. Try not to commit if we... Yes, and we got there. Guardian of New Benalia, ruining games for our opponents. Now, if I remember correctly, Midnight Hunt had their own version of this. Yeah, we're missing out here actually. Midnight Hunt actually has their own version of this, if I'm not mistaken. It's either Midnight Hunt or Crimson Vow. It's a two mana creature. That is just as annoying, but Guardian is better in that sense. Unless I am unless I'm remembering things differently, or it might have rotated out. It could have been a Strixhaven card. Yeah, it looks like it wrote. I'm probably remembering it wrong. Oh no, Fleeting Spirit. It's exiled and returned to the battlefield, so not quite the same. That's kind of why Guardian is much better here. We really could use another 1/1 soldier. And we do have options for that. Yoshin Frontliner is okay option, but it's still not going to beat Hopeful Initiate. So I'm willing to accept the lack of synergy in that case. Yeah, let's do one more game just to close out this very quick vid. And see. Okay, this one is awkward. We need to hit our third land. I'll keep this. We might lose though. If we don't hit our third land, we're gonna lose. If we hit a 2-drop, I might be fine with it. Generous Visitor. Okay. No, we're still gonna lose. And also note that we don't have that much removal in the way of removal, so we're gonna be thankful that our opponent just led off on Generous Visitor. Okay, we did hit. So now I know new versions of this run. Okay, Jukai Naturalist is not the worst. They do run Circle of Confinement and other such removal spells. So take the hit there. Yeah, we are kind of racing. Also, oh yeah, and thankfully Brutal Qatar is a werewolf, not a vampire, so that's not. So you are not gaining life off this. Weaver of Harmony. This is okay. So yeah, opponent's afraid that we would have no box. Wandering Emperor is an option, but I don't want our opponent gaining even more. I want to see if our opponent's willing to block.
I'm not overconfident. You're just underwell. Strike fast and strike hard.
Now we're gonna lose the Wandering Emperor, but not the worst thing to happen here. Now it's also possible that they go face. Super unlikely though. Well, let's actually do the math here. Yeah, 5, 9. We're gonna lose. Oh, that is enough damage. 11, 12. Yeah, that's exact. Wow. Oh wow! Opponent missed it!
Our swords will cross again.
And now the interesting thing is, if our opponent does not mess with the Hopeful Initiate, we should be able to nuke their Circle of Confinement. I am Spirited, draw a card, sure. Oh, I'm so glad the opponent did not see the win. I would have been happy to end the video. Wedding announcement. Okay. Okay. More into annoying territory, but not so much. Opponent passes. So definitely want to swing with Guardian of... Oh, wait. You know what I'm going to offer? I need to send enough. I don't want to give them Jukai Natural. Actually, giving them Jukai Naturalist now. No, I don't want to. Ganjo's okay. Intrepid Adversary is okay. I'd say we go Intrepid Adversary. Opponent probably just chumps. So there's now a bunch of 4/4s into another Generous Visitor. Opponent probably just makes another token, sure. Okay. Got this. And there we go. Oh, I'm so thankful our opponent did not see that win. They actually had this for Exacxes. But you know what? We'll take it. We'll thank you for the free win, opponent. That was very kind of you. And you know what? Yeah, I guess that's 4 wins for the day. We can kind of call 5 wins. Yeah, I guess we'll do one more. But I pretty much should try to send this video up already. We'll just do one more for the road. We'll see if we can get that extra win. If not, I'll just probably do it off camera. Maybe I should, if I wanted to preserve a perfect win streak, I would have quit right then and there. That one was way too close, but we're definitely keeping this. 1, 2. We even have the option of running out Talia, depending on what kind of deck our opponent has. Green. Enchantments again. We're gonna run out the Recruitment Officer first, because if our opponent plays an enchantment, it's just one enchantment. We can still trade with the Generous Visitor. After what we saw last time, we definitely want to preserve Hopeful Initiate. I am willing to play Talia over Guardian here, because Talia at least forces them to pay more. Yeah, there we go. Force them to pay the extra for the Circle of Confinement. Opponent is not gonna trade though. So going to run out the Guardian into the Hopeful Initiate. We'll have Wandering Emperor next turn. Yeah, I should I should start offering the trade. Let's see. Hallowed Haunting. Ooh, it's this version. Okay. If our opponent swings, we're just going to take, and I'm just gonna Wandering Emperor. Though what we can do also is 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. Okay. Definitely don't want another land. The Paragon is an option. Yeah, people have forgotten the Wandering Emperor.
This fight, but I'm going to end it. We've got the edge in this fight.
Now our opponent could still have more enchantment removal, so most likely we'll lose our hopeful initiate. We're not hopeless yet. If that's what our opponent has, we're okay. So they might have a 1/2 shot here. Play the land, play a play another circle. No, Spirited Companion. Okay, so bunch of 3/3s on the table. 2 2s and a 1 1. Okay. I definitely want to destroy the Hallowed Haunting just to prevent the chain from going off. Opponent might end up trading one of these though. Okay, so we're gonna actually play this one.
I have got new moves to teach you.
Actually, no, we'll swing first. Ooh, Brutal Qatar is going to be important here. We'll hold back on... We'll keep the Sun Gold Sentinel, but we'll actually hold back on it. So, we'll see how our opponent decides to block. Okay, jump trade, so... Yeah, we'll pitch Aiganjo here. Now, I could have gotten more value by doing it the other way around. Never mind, opponent conceded. Yeah, we took out once we took out their value engine, that was pretty much all she wrote. Our opponent could have pitched the card getting the Spirited Companion back. But yeah, they were losing a lot of board at that point. Oh, good. Yeah, pretty nice there. We could have played that last part better. But I had to assume that our opponent was going to do a huge mass block on one creature, most likely the Hopeful Initiate. So I wanted to ensure that it stayed alive. Yeah, that was still correct. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. We're going to call it right there while we're ahead. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. It's actually been a long time since I last played Standard, and I'm already fed up with Historic now, so this might actually be a good time to come back. But anyway, I'll leave it up to you guys. If maybe you guys are fed up with Standard and are looking on the way out. That's just how the circle goes. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone. Take care.